Overwatch 2, where we have Call of Duty kill streaks in the form of Overwatch heroes, Sombra being able to hack while staying invisible, and fluffier birds. Now the only question left on our minds is, when is Overwatch 2 coming out, bro?
Hey guys, it's Bro You Whack, and the Overwatch League Grand Finals took place yesterday, and congratulations to the Shanghai Dragons for going from the worst team to the very best team. Now, if only I can have that luck in my own competitive games. But what a lot of you and most of the Overwatch community really cared about was the Overwatch 2 news being held in the middle and at the beginning of the Overwatch Grand Finals. And Blizzard definitely delivered. They showcased Bastion's new look, they also showcased the new changes to our favorite Omnic, and also showcase a lot of the big changes coming to Sombra, which if you want a more in-depth look at how these abilities work, go check out my video that I posted very late last night. I'll put a card in the top right hand corner that you can easily go and watch it, because there were some big changes that I think it's very important for you guys to understand how they work. But that was during the pre-show. During halftime, the new daddy of Overwatch 2, Aaron Keller, this beautiful man, decided to come out and talk more about Overwatch 2 and the plans for the Overwatch League and them getting their hands on Overwatch 2. And even during his little song and dance of saying, oh, we don't know when we're gonna release Overwatch 2 exactly, we gotta make sure we balance everything, he gave us a little hint that there's possibly even new heroes that have yet to be announced that are gonna be released upon Overwatch 2 release.
All of those heroes, all 32 of those heroes, playable for the next season of Overwatch League, and who knows, there might even be a few more.
We have new heroes that we can also expect when Overwatch 2 releases, which is very exciting. Now, of course, I would be a lot more excited knowing what heroes were going to be released with Overwatch 2, and also probably how many heroes were going to be released, because as of right now, they've only talked about one hero. One singular hero, the thied-up Canadian railgun hero Sojourn, which, hey, she looks fun, but what else can we get excited for, Blizzard? I mean, you're introducing all these reworks, you're also talking about one singular hero, what else could we expect? And they didn't really talk about anything else besides that. So, once again, Blizzard left us to our own imagination and guessing what we can expect when it comes to Overwatch 2, which they are feeding us little bits of information every now and then, you know, probably once a year. Well, this time they fed us little bits of information that there's going to be multiple heroes released upon Overwatch 2 release, whether it's the beta or the official game. But other things that we can also expect is massive reworks coming to either A, heroes that have big CC abilities, you think of Doomfist's Punch or Roadhog's Hook, or B, heroes that are just extremely bad, where the two heroes that were talked about yesterday were the latter. Two heroes that were really bad when it came to pick rate and also win rate, Sombra and Bastion. And in my personal opinion, you know, I like the big changes coming to the heroes that desperately need it. Some will say that Sombra didn't need change, and some will say that Bastion was OP as it is, but statistics say otherwise. They were the heroes that performed the most poorly in Overwatch, and they want every single hero to be able to flourish as individuals, and that seems like the route that Blizzard is taking with a lot of their heroes. They don't want a specific meta to overtake Overwatch like how Goats did or like how Double Shield did, and they also don't want one-trick players to feel like they have to play somebody else other than the hero that they want to play, whether it's a Mercy one-trick, Reinhardt one-trick, Junkrat one-trick, or Symmetra one-trick. They want every single hero to be able to do good in any kind of environment. So we're probably going to see a lot more complex abilities come to a lot of these heroes, whether it's just new abilities as a whole, like Bastion's Mortar Strike ability and also his grenade launcher, or whether it's Sombra where she's not going to get brand new abilities, but just new abilities on top of her abilities, like with her hacking ability. Now you're able to see through walls, not just as Sombra, but also as your teammates. Or was she's going to be able to hack while being invisible, or her EMP being able to do damage, you know, just adding on to Sombra to make her not only super powerful, but also being able to do what she does best, hacking people. But I do want to know your guys' thoughts about what you think about Overwatch 2 and the direction that it's taking, because the way that I see it is that it's a similar path that Activision took with Modern Warfare 2 way back in 2009, where everything was super overpowered, and that means that nothing was overpowered. You think about that game, if you even remember playing that game, where every single gun was usable. The assault rifles, the submachine guns, the snipers even the secondary weapons. Everything was super overpowered and had a place in the game, which means that nothing was overpowered, nothing was broken. And you look at Sombra and you look at Bastion, and they look extremely powerful and semi-borderline broken, but then again, you have to think that Blizzard is confident in being able to make those two heroes that are really bad right now to even everything out to make it so that, okay, yes, Sombra and Bastion are powerful, but also D.Va's powerful, Reinhardt's powerful, Junkrat's powerful, Widowmaker's powerful. You just have to play the hero that you're best with to be able to win. You don't have to play with the meta. You don't have to play with a specific hero to do good. I mean, you just look at Bastion for a pure example. If you play Bastion right now, you need a Reinhardt. You need a Mercy. You need a Baptiste to be able to survive and just make Bastion viable. And I like that way of thinking, that individual players can still do good, but the team aspect is always going to win. If you're the better team and if you mesh well, then more than likely you're going to win. And we can definitely expect that ideology when it comes to reworking other heroes. Symmetra is a good example of what I'm gonna guess is gonna be the next hero reworked, because while she is good in a team aspect, individually she's awful. Like, yeah, she's good against shields, but if you try to get in a 1v1 situation with a decent Tracer or Genji, you're done for, bruh. But that's not the individual mindset that Blizzard has when it comes to Overwatch 2. They want to make Symmetra viable if you are a good Symmetra player, no matter who's on the enemy team and no matter what's playing on your team. So we can probably expect her turrets to get reworked, her forms of fire to get reworked, even her ultimate, because, well, she's one of the least picked heroes, she's one of the least good heroes, and she needs that team aspect to do semi-good. But no matter who gets changed, I'm just happy that Blizzard is finally acknowledging their game on a semi-consistent basis. They still should be talking about it more, because this was the biggest problem in 2020, is that they literally didn't talk about it, like, at all. And even here in 2021, they talked about it 3 times in almost 10 months. They have to talk about it more. And because we only have 6 months until the Overwatch League finally begins again, we're probably gonna start to see more new looks, like how we did with Bastion, with probably Symmetra and Echo and all these other heroes that have yet to be announced, and definitely reworks with Symmetra and maybe Doomfist and other CC heroes. I mean, it's exciting to see what's coming to Overwatch 2 in the future for the game. It just sucks that a lot of people did kind of leave the hype, because it seemed like Blizzard left the hype too all of 2020. And yeah, I know that the pandemic really hindered their ability to communicate what's gonna be in Overwatch 2, but they also they don't communicate, man. They just do a really bad job, and they wait for moments that are kind of at inconvenient times, like during the Overwatch League. Why do you have to wait for the Overwatch League to talk about Overwatch 2? I get it, you want to market Overwatch and the Overwatch League, but why don't you have separate live streams along with the Overwatch League live stream as well? That's what I think they should do, because, well, saving it for moments like these, it's not going to be talked about as much as if you were to do like a multiplayer live stream or the BlizzCon event that you had earlier this year. So Blizzard, if you're watching this, please just talk about it at least once a month. Whether it's showcasing a new look or a rework, just talk about it, because you have 6 months, man. The sequel to your game is coming out in 6 months. But hopefully now that Overwatch 2 is on the horizon, Blizzard would be a lot more transparent with their plans. And even so, even though we know when it's coming out, kind of, we still don't even really know what's gonna be coming out. But anyway, until then, let me know what you think about the direction of Overwatch 2, and I'll see you guys later. I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. More Overwatch and Overwatch 2 videos to come, and bye.